The other day I was watching some of my older videos on the channel from 2007, almost 15 years ago when I started this YouTube channel. And I realized that there is a massive difference between those videos and the videos today. Now, I'm not talking about a difference in quality of the video or quality in my playing. No, the difference is something that you might not even notice because it was within. And what I realized is that back then, and for years, I had been a very unhappy player. Now, I'm happy. I'm super happy on my instrument, and maybe not for the reasons you think. In this video, we're going to talk about what that is, and most importantly, I'm going to give you 10 very practical tips to become a happy player. Hello, this is David, and this channel is all about helping you express yourself on the guitar a little bit better. First of all, what is an unhappy player? What does that mean? Well, I was unhappy because I had a goal in mind. Not that goals are bad, but my goal was to become the best guitar player I could be. With that comes a craving for recognition, a craving for, I hate to say it, but admiration. Kind of like this teenage dream of becoming the guitar hero that in my mind, growing up, when I started playing in 94, I had those guitar heroes and just wanted to become like them because I thought they were cool. Long hair and, cool clothes and traveling and playing guitar and all that stuff that today I don't have anymore. But I was chasing the dream for years. Now, I feel that not only am I happier, but also my musicality and my, I'll call it mastery. Not that I'm the master of this, you never master it, but my understanding of the instrument is so much better, I think. So here are the 10 things that I think are going to help you. And I know that there's a lot of us guitar players who get caught into the unhappiness of playing. Tip number 1, don't work on anything without a purpose. I've been guilty of not following that advice for years. See, I wanted to master all of it. I wanted to master all the techniques. I wanted to master theory. I wanted to master like everything, but you can't do it for the simple reason that music in general, I was gonna say guitar, but it's more than that. Music is not a finite thing, just like language. You never master the language of English. I mean, yeah, you can master the vocabulary, you can master the words, but there are so many stories to be told, right? That's what language is, and music is a language. So you're never gonna have all of it. The idea, however, is for you to be able to study the language of music, study guitar, the licks, and all those things, with the purpose of communicating what you want to communicate. That's really what it is, and that's where the fulfillment is. So if you are into blues, and those are the kinds of stories you want to tell, well, you're going to approach it with that mindset. And that's fine. You don't have to learn bebop if you want to be a blues player. You don't have to learn how to alternate pick if you're just comfortable with your fingers picking. And I say just, I should eliminate that word. Nothing wrong with that. Bottom line is whenever you approach the instrument, have a purpose, have a goal. Don't do it just because you think you have to do it. And maybe the goal is just that you want to spend 10 minutes on your instrument and enjoy it. And that's a great goal. Tip number 2, give yourself the freedom to enjoy listening to the things that you really enjoy. And that took me years to understand. See, again, in my teenage years, that's when it kind of crept in. When I started playing, I was 15, and I was into Guns N' Roses, then Joe Satriani, and all those guys. And I thought that because those are the guys that kind of brought me to guitar, and guitar, there's a lot of guitar stuff that I liked in those genres. Therefore, I would not listen to anything else. Well, at the time, I was embarrassed to say it, but I loved French pop music. Love it. Jean-Jacques Goldman, for example, songwriter, French songwriter. Loved his stuff. I would never admit it. Now that I'm a little older, hopefully a little more mature, I don't know. But now that I'm 44, I love that stuff. I really enjoy it. And there's not much guitar, and the guitar that's in there is pretty simple, but it's awesome. Anyways, bottom line is be okay with what you really like, because music is music. There's no uncool music. Don't listen to the trends. Enjoy. All right, speaking of enjoying, well, enjoy being in the moment. And that is a continuous practice. See, when you're playing something, You are creating something that was not created before. It kind of gets, up there, kind of like spiritual stuff. It's not weird. It just means that right now, there's silence. Nothing's going on. Just when I said that, the garbage truck is outside. It's not silent here. I don't know if you can pick that up. Let's pretend there's silence. Make the silence in your mind. And then just your guitar, no backing track, nothing. You're gonna break that silence and it's gonna be awesome. I've got a sound I like, a guitar I like, and here's the silence that is gonna be broken by this. Enjoy it. Just kind of letting my fingers go there, using my ears, a lot of space, so that I can anticipate what I want to come next. I'm writing the story right now. It's so enjoyable. You know what? As I was just saying this, I realized that back when I was in the band Glass Hammer, which is a progressive rock band, I had the opportunity to get some never released music from John Anderson from Yes. Yes had sent the tapes to the band just to hear it. And John told us that, what I do is every morning I just write something. It's probably never going to be released. Well, we heard what he was writing. It was great. Can't let you hear it, but it was great. But that was kind of his moment. And I think that's what we're talking about now. Every morning or whenever you want, just grab your guitar. It could be just 10 minutes and create something. Be in the moment. Don't even record it. Just be yourself with the instrument, enjoying the gift of music. Tip number 3, surround yourself with safe musicians. Safe musicians that really have a love for music and not a love for competition or a love for perfection. Perfection is a crazy word because nothing is perfect, and just enjoy the experience with other musicians. I was blessed to be able to work with some of the most humble people and that I've known, and they're really dear friends, and they're great musicians, but they probably don't even know it. We're just all there together enjoying our differences when we get together. I'm thinking of Jesse Solomon, a local guitar player friend, and he's awesome, and I really enjoy his playing, and when we get together, we just have fun. Nick Kelly is another one. We did stuff in the studio a couple years ago. Really enjoy him as a person. Anyways, you know those guys. Well, in your life, I hope. If not, seek them out, look for them. Even if they're not as good as you are musically, or even if they're way better, it doesn't matter. Like, look at the person, surround yourself with safe people. I think that will make you a happy player. My next tip is to allow yourself to play things you don't understand. And that took me years to get and allow myself to do that. Now, for me, I'm thinking of chords. More than 2 notes played at the same time, or more than 1 note played at the same time is a chord. I would sometimes, in the comfort of my own home, nobody's watching, just put my fingers there and find some shapes that I find interesting and they sound cool. Don't know what they mean, don't know what they are. For a long time, I would not allow myself to use them. Something like this, for example. And I was really afraid that that would classify me as a jazz player, which is totally fine. I don't care about labels. I thought that I need to understand what that is to use it, basically. I don't know where I got to that limitation in my mind. Now, I really don't care. One of my favorite things to do is to grab the guitar when I'm playing a triangle guitar in Guitar Center and just put my fingers there and just play a bunch of random stuff that I don't really understand, but I know that I like the sound of it, and that's okay. Breathe more. And yes, you should also do that when you're playing. Over this backing track, for example, notice that I'm not playing anything. I'm breathing, and then I might play this note. Music is the language of stories that go beyond words. You don't have to tell it all in the first few bars. Tip number 6, write more music. Don't just learn licks, don't just learn songs, just spend time writing. If you learn something new, maybe the scale, for example, and no, it's not going to be the Dorian scale. Take B Dorian, for example. I'm joking. B harmonic minor, for example. Just try to write something with that. Be creative. That was kind of catchy, actually. I might do something with it after this video. Next tip is unfollow the attackers of your piece. What I mean by that is just unfollow people that are putting you down. Now, I don't mean that they mean to put you down, but you know yourself. You know that maybe after watching this guy over and over, you feel discouraged. You feel that you're never going to achieve that, and you probably won't, but that's okay because you're you. Just unfollow the people who make you feel bad about your playing, even if they don't mean to. By the way, if you have not followed this channel yet, subscribe and hit the bell notification if you like this. If not, that's fine, but you've watched this video till now, so now's the time. Anyways, next tip. My next tip to be a happy player is to study something on the guitar that is completely different than what you're studying now. Maybe you want to take a beginner reading class. I actually did that back in '97. After a few years of working on the scales and trying to become that guitar hero that I never became and never really want to become. And it was great. I really, really enjoyed it. It helped my musicality. It humbled me also because it slowed me down. And learning something is just fun and enjoyable. And I think, well, it makes us more happy. So that's one of my tips. My next tip is to, every once in a while, enjoy playing in a new tuning. I don't mean traditional open tunings, something completely different. I'll just go with my ear for that. Not using a book, just my ear. Probably has a name, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to place my fingers on there. Okay, that works. I can do that for hours and it just makes me happy. Finally, my last tip is to just decide to be happy. It's mind-blowing to me when I realize what music is, what it's done for me, and what it will do for me. It's beyond human creation. It's such an amazing gift to be enjoyed. And that's what I have for you today. This video right here is the thing that I often do when I want to feel happy playing guitar. Check it out. Bob Ross loves that one. I'll see you right there. Thanks for watching.